We're gonna start this off with the opening of the monster can. It's delicious. It's wondrous. It's brought to you by Assassin's Creed Origins. And I noticed that I wasn't talking as much, so I got the sugary kind. The one that has sugar in it. It all has sodium though, so I'm gonna have to cut back on these things eventually. So continue. So let's see if we can come up with a topic while we're trying to come up with. So yummy. All right. Checking all this place out, trying to figure out some things. No, I don't think there's anything in here. Just a bunch of grass noise. Lots and lots of grass noise. Or wheat noise. Wheat noise. Lots of wheat noise. Son of a bitch! I died again because I didn't know where the grass ended and the land didn't begin. Alright. Alright, so we're just gonna keep going. See if we can come up with a topic, and think that topic is going to be the fact that I died. Shh. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. Yeah. There's the person. Didn't look like a phantom. Who was that? Oh, that was a phantom. Okay, cool. Alright, Alright, let's see if we can kill this giant. Or whatever. Alright. Alright. The hell? Oh, okay. The giant was not, it was only there once, I guess. Okay, alright, cool. But okay, let's understand some different stuff about ourselves and think about the whole grand scheme of things and stuff. Alright. I wonder if you can get more torches. I'm gonna see if I can talk to the cat and see if they have torches on where the cat is. Come Because I'm gonna see if I can get the red spirit or whatever that dude was talking about on the last chat. But yeah, say, and making sure that we're mentally stable. Sometimes people can joy ahead. I knew it. Oh, praise the sun. It's fine. I get it now because the sun is actually showing up, and then you're like, oh, praise the sun, it's here, sort of thing. I think I might have to take off this armor because it is definitely limiting my my HP. So pretty much. Alright, let's see here. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, cool. Downstairs. Alright, so yeah, let's see if we can come up with a better topic than when we came up with last time. About just, making sure we got, the right stuff. Alright, so, we're gonna see if we can, did we kill off the giant already? We did. But he's probably not there anymore. But yeah, he's still there, yay. Son of a bitch! See, that's what happens. Every single time. I press circle and the little bastard grabs me in an animation, and it sucks. Friggin' armadillo tail, little bastard. Alright, Alright, so when you're out there and things are getting you frustrated, I'd say, go to a bonfire that's closer to the thing, so you don't have to go to this place any goddamn more. Awesome. I kind of like that. Find that soothing sometimes. Sweet. Let's go on another one. Hope ahead, by the way, tongue. I did. It was good. No, they're just brownies. Alright. So let's see if we can come up with a topic. Alright, let's come up with a topic. Things get frustrating, and how do we react? Reactionary emotions can be very, very volatile to us. Sometimes understanding that that there are certain emotions that we delve into sometimes, and not even knowing or not even getting into what the emotion is about. What's going on, Wireless TV? I don't know if you're a robot still or not. Son of a bitch. But alright. But yeah, the dog still wants to go outside, but he doesn't know that every single time I let him outside, he always wants me to go outside with him, and I'm not going to do that. Got you, fish. Yeah. Okay. I got an all stone, so I can go. Put that up there. But I gotta know that there's a dude right here now. So I'm going to. There he is. All right. Holy shit. Got him. Hopefully they get an item. That'd be really cool. Woo! Hollow infantry gloves. Alright. Let's see where we can go. Okay, I gotta get this guy too. There's another one. Got him. Okay, is there a nice... Is there this way? Is it this way that I go? Or, let's see, wait. Can I not go that way? Probably can't go this way, right here. Oh, actually, there's a blood stain back there, so I'm gonna see if there's any items. Oh shit, that's how you do that. Alright, cool. Okay, I didn't know that. Alright. Because I got the item back over a certain amount of time. Back when. Alright. It's really delicious. Alright, awesome. You gotta run. Where is the arrow guy? The arrow guy. The arrow guy. Oh shit! There he goes. Oh my gosh! I just got shot through the head. Son of a bitch! I gotta run. And I got to use my Estus flask. exciting. Alright, hopefully there is a reason for me just... Alright, I'm gonna beat the shit out of this dude with the arrow things. Yes, I'm amazing. Oh shit. What the fuck? Son of a bitch! Why? Alright, okay, I'm gonna come up with a topic now, because obviously this is boring for everyone else. If no one else is, if I'm not coming up with a topic. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I came up with a topic already. It's called reactionary emotions, and I didn't go to the bonfire because I'm a dumbass. Awesome. Alright, but yeah, understanding emotions that that you can that you get through every single day. Realize that there are certain emotions that that are only plausible in times of crisis, and those are reactionary emotions. Awe, passion, and yes, like that's why they call it a crime of passion, because it's like I didn't really want to associate that with that, but I did it anyway because it's something that is actually very people don't understand what happens when certain reactionary emotions take hold of you, and that's the reason why you shouldn't let them. Sometimes, whether it be excitement or anything like that, you should bide your emotions and help make sure that that you can be stable and willing to be able to progress in any sort of situation. All right, I'm going to sit here for the bonfire. That's all I did. But yeah, and I'm power face peace. I don't know what those mean, but we're gonna see if we can come up with some good old-fashioned stuff. And there's no one actually watching me on the thing, so I think it might be a bot. So I'm gonna and also I'll probably have to defeat the monster all over again. Hopefully not, but I might have to. Alright. Really wish there was a bonfire close to here that I could actually get. There we go! Son of a bitch. Are you goddamn kidding me? Press the wrong button. This is bullshit. Alright. Oh, that's so cool. I got a new controller, and it looks really awesome because it has a blue line of like something on it. And it's really awesome. But anyways, but yeah, I'm back at the bonfire. Got the 2 Estus Flax things. Probably should have got my health back up. And I'm being bombarded with bloodstains. and stuff like that. But yeah, understanding that reactionary emotions are, and I do delve into this a lot, but reactionary emotions are pretty. And I'm not just talking about a video game, but I'm talking about like actual real life, like crime, like when you're about to do something really stupid or say something like really dumb to someone. Like when I talked to my my ex-wife and told her that she reminded me of a certain figure, a certain yeah, that whole thing, certain parental figure. It's a really terrible thing for me to say, but also too, it's terrible for her to constantly put me in the hospital for all kinds of bullshit that we were arguing about, instead of all the we were just arguing, and she should have known that we were just arguing, not that there was something wrong with me mentally. Not to say that there isn't anything wrong with me mentally, but I mean, son of a bitch, you little bastard. Alright, so, but yeah, not to say that there isn't something wrong with me mentally, but also too, I'm smarter than I look most of the time, because I also look like I'm a 17-year-old sometimes, like a dumbass. Like I look like I'm like a little, I'm so naive, but in the same sense, I'm not like a, got him, alright. I don't want to use my spells anymore after that. I think I'm gonna have to take off this this armor, and but I'm gonna type night shard. Oh shit! God damn it, dude! It's such a. All right. Okay. Yay. Alright, let's see here. Are there any, bullets? No. Okay, cool. So, but yeah, reactionary emotions can cause us to actually make, the biggest mistakes of our lives, I guess. Down to the smallest mistakes that we constantly just think is the wrong thing, or the, oh my god! Alright, yeah, okay, alright. Alright. So, there's something over there that I want to get. Is that a bonfire? It might be a bonfire. No, it's not. I don't think. At least. Yeah, it is. Yay! Awesome. I'll light it. Did not know that I could light that thing. Alright, visions of death, therefore death. Nice. Alright, yeah, this is what happens, I think. There's a bunch of other stuff that I gotta press square and sit at the bonfire so I can recharge my Estus flask. Alright, alright, cool. Alright, yay. God damn it. Alright. Son of a bitch. Got him. I got a item 2, yes. I got a throwing knife. Yes. That is exactly what I wanted. But also to going back to my subject, realizing that there are reactionary emotions. Son of a bitch! At least I stayed back at the freaking bonfire and shit. Whatever. is annoying as shit. This is kind of hard. Alright. Alright, but yeah, understanding that that reactionary emotions can get us into huge amounts of trouble, and sometimes people self-medicate in order to be able to say that they're not a part of their reactionary emotions. And awesome, he was running into it, so it took way more damage. Yay. There's got to be. I'm gonna walk back. There he is. Alright, here's my lost souls. So, there's a dude over here too. So, there you go. Okay. Alright, there's two guys. There's one guy that shows up right here. There he is. There he is. The spell twice, and god damn it. And okay, let's see if there's anybody else that comes up on me. There he is. So I was pretty tight. I pretty tight did that. Son of a bitch! Alright, so realizing that there are reactionary emotions, and like the one that I just did there, like I said son of a bitch, and yelled it out pretty loud because I was pretty pissed off because there are way too many people in this small ass area. Alright. Got it out. Okay, alright. No. Alright. But yeah, reactionary emotions can get us into trouble, and realizing that those reactionary emotions sometimes are either fight or flight, or I'm flight more than fight usually. Only usually when I have to stand up for something or someone do I think that I actually go for fight. But when I don't trust the situation and I don't trust the people just yet, I usually go with flight. Because you never know when somebody might be trying to... Got it! I fucking killed that little bastard! God damn it! Ah! Alright, but understandably so, flight can actually make you lose the trust of other people a lot more in situations where you're not actually but also understanding that there are so many ways to go, I guess, in your own life, and I wish that people would
would realize that there are not just fight and flight reactions. There are so many different ways to go. You can look out a situation, see, like for instance, a friend of mine got into an accident one time. I was around and I saw it. I acted kind of like I know that it wasn't my place, I guess, but I mean, I acted like a little bit like a paramedic, and a little bit like one, not really like one, like, because people were still doing other stuff. They weren't like, wasn't like, and also in my relationships, I've actually been with pretty honorable women. So I can say that they've done the same sometimes in those situations. But also too, in the same sense, I don't want to say that there we go, got it. Alright. Yay. Amazing. Alright, no, I'm gonna go save again, I think, or whatever, I think. I'm gonna see what's going on with this dude right here. Alright, yeah. But yeah, reactionary emotions can make us do things that we don't normally want to do, especially if we don't train for those certain situations. I guess what we can. Oh, you son of a bitch! That throwing knife. Let's see. All right, so but understanding that that when we allow ourselves certain let's say instances of gratitude from others, we can god damn it, we can certain instances of gratitude from others, I guess we can start to take people for granted sometimes. And I've noticed that within myself, whenever I start to make a I'd say a better. Oh my God! Did that just happen? Holy shit! Awesome. Awesome. So I'm gonna run past this arrow guy, and I don't give a shit about anybody else. Yay! Yay! Trying to be a certain person, I guess. And there's probably oh my God! Oh my God! There's so many people here. No! 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 I need a massive spell. I need a massive spell. This is so terrible. And that died. Awesome. I had no idea that going to the bonfire makes all the enemies come back, even if you're in that area. Did not know that was a thing yet. So we're gonna take it slow. We're gonna take it slow over up there. Alright, we're gonna take it super slow. Okay. But understanding where those reactionary emotions come from is a big, big thing. Realize that those emotions come from thought patterns that you run over and over in your head constantly, sometimes, without you even noticing. Sometimes even in your subconscious. Realize that those thoughts then control your emotions and sometimes even your reactions to some people. You can find out that you will find out that eventually those emotions come to fruition sometimes, even without action. Those emotions themselves that are controlled by those thoughts, you constantly run over a scenario in your head that you would be doing, sometimes even if you don't have the experience. So realize that you have to have the experience moreover than you shouldn't have, more than you shouldn't have the experience. Realize whenever you're out there doing stuff, and I have to get my equipment, and I have to go. Let's see here. I'm gonna turn in my tunic. I'm probably gonna do this because yeah, this is way better of a thing for my magical spells. All right. And I don't have any spells. Do I? Yeah, I do. I was at my inventory for some reason, and it took... Yeah, I noticed my spells are kind of weak, I guess. Whenever I'm not, it's a life gem. Awesome. Okay. What the fuck was that? Son of a bitch. I did not even freaking die from anybody else's blade. It was probably from an enemy that I couldn't see. Alright, let's do this. Let's keep on going. To use that much stuff. But yeah, those reactionary emotions can get you into trouble in the same sense of the fact that you're not always going along with the same thing as you are. Like for instance, I was stupid enough in high school to try to see if I could fight, and then I realized that it wasn't all-out brawl like I thought and saw in the movies. So I had to learn, and so I had to keep learning and keep learning and keep learning and keep learning a bunch of stuff about pretty much everything. It's just like usually it's like really small of a fight, and it's a really small fight. Got it. These are actually really great graphics. Son of a bitch! Ah! It's got a 3-hit combo that's annoying as shit, man. But yeah, making sure that you understand where your reactionary emotions are, or how your reactionary emotions set you apart from different people. Realize that it sets you apart because you react to things differently than you would actually notice sometimes. You would actually want to notice. You react to like, say like a birthday party, to like, oh my gosh, is somebody trying to fight me? But yeah, realizing that that most of the things that you try in your life will get you severely injured sometimes when it's reactionary or something like that. Realize that yes, you can break your hand on someone's face. If you're not taking the right vitamins, if you're not doing the right things for yourself, if you're constantly drinking or smoking every single night or things like that, then you can hurt yourself like very, very instantaneously. I'd say if you're doing a certain type of thing, like I drink these things all the time sometimes, these energy drinks, and also I noticed that some of them are vitamin fortified, but when there's a buildup of vitamins sometimes within a certain part of your skeletal system, your bones can break, and it can hurt really, really, really badly, especially when you're 2 days away from whatchamacallit, let's see, right, especially when you're 2 days away from the regular season and you're playing football. So, but also too, there are so many other instances of where using reactionary emotions pretty much aren't the right thing. Use what you've gone through in your experience, and I have to realize that there are so many experiences ahead of that experience, and it's not like the end of a movie. It's not like, oh my gosh, everyone's gonna pat you on the back after that happens. It's like, no, they're not. They're gonna go home because that's what they do every single other day. Why would they do anything different than the way they did that day? Why would they say anything different? Why would they do anything different than be like, oh wow, that dude did that thing. That was really great. Oh my gosh. But yeah, understanding that that there are certain things that we don't understand sometimes, and we don't give ourselves as far as a good time or a good thing to even to mend our own mend our own disabilities, and so as far as emotionally or even physically, we don't give ourselves enough time sometimes. We don't give ourselves enough time to be able to understand our own mental anguish, and in some cases even like revel in that mental anguish and think that it actually makes us even close to being what we actually need to be. Alright, okay. Let's see, right. I just want to get that dude's attention. Are you fucking serious? And I had 2 S's splashed. And I could have freaking... This is annoying. Alright, so I thought that it would be easier if I ran through to the top of that tree, but then it wasn't, and then it wasn't, and then it didn't. So alright, I can come through this quicker. I'm gonna go through the arrow dude first. Alright, I'm gonna do the arrow dude first, and then I'm gonna do the giant. Let's see here. Hollow infantry boots. Let's see there. Awesome. Shit! Now I need to go back to the thing to... Oh, no, wait. I can't go back to the thing because if I do, then all the enemies really reset. Son of a bitch. There is an item right here that I wanted to get. Soul of Lost Undead. Alright, cool. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through to the marketplace. If there is ever a marketplace. Yeah! Alright. I'm going to see if there are a bunch of dudes. I'm going to climb up. Then I'm going to run through that gate immediately. Run through that gate right over there. Running through it. Running through it. And going. And going up. Going up, 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 up. You son of a bitch. Oh, you bastard. Did not know that they could do that on ladders. Thought that there was a thing. Realized I should have gotten the blacksmith's key a long time ago. Pretty much realized that, and now I'm stuck. Awesome. So the harder it gets, the more that times I do it, the harder it gets. That's cool. But yeah, okay, understanding that reactionary emotions have to do with our psyche, as far as how much emotional anguish we're going through, as far as much different kinds of Alright, so there's got to be something going on. Okay, I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna keep on running. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. And I'm gonna realize that I have to hit that button because I'm pressing circle and I'm running my arse off. You run, 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 run. Son of a bitch! I had to get a better weapon, and I have to get better spells, and I have to get better other things. Okay. I want to see if I can change my weapons. Let's see. Nice, that looked cool there for a second. I really need one of those humanoid things to it. I'm gonna go back to. Are you serious? All right.
Son of a bitch. I have followers, yay. Yes, followers.
It's the old English version of followers. It's funny to me because it's sinister in a way. But yeah, I'm super happy about it. I'm actually happy about it. But alright, I'm gonna kill this guy. I'm gonna go back to my equipment and not die. Son of a bitch! Alright. Poison mess. A faintly poisonous clump of moss. Alright, I'm gonna go back to my spell stuff and I'm gonna alright. I'm gonna go back to my staff and then I'm gonna do this. Let's see here. Got it. Life gem. Hollow infantry gloves. Okay, cool. Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna leave him where he is, and then I'm gonna see if I can get this guy with the arrows. Let's see, but yeah, reactionary emotions can get us into trouble. I fucking hate that guy with the arrows. He's a stupid bitch, and I don't like him. He's an asshole. He deserves so much horrors, even though he is an NPC, and I knew that. But yeah, understanding where those reactionary emotions come from is the basis of where you can actually be have peace, I guess, and but yeah, understanding where those reactionary emotions come from can be the difference between you, I guess, you feeling like a hermit and actually being the life of the party. Realizing where those emotions come from. No, I didn't. Why? Alright. He's probably hungry. Awesome. There's an arrow there. Alright, hopefully now I can... Son of a bitch! I'm not doing good, and it's not fun for me. I'm doing terrible, and this is terrible. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna keep going, and I'm gonna keep on making it happen because I can get better at this. And I'm probably supposed to be not at this bonfire very much. But yeah, reactionary emotions can get us into trouble, but also too sometimes it can be the difference between if we trained ourselves enough, our emotions enough, and our bandits, and our know-how enough, we can be able to understand where those reactions come from, where those reactions are, and how those reactions start to bend and focus whenever we're able to see where those emotions are, where those thoughts are coming from, because we do push ourselves sometimes with our whenever our subconscious mind tries to push in certain different areas or certain different ways, we start to realize certain like I guess it's like reactionary truths. It's like this dude's going down, but in reality, there's probably a chance of him going down, but not in there's probably a chance of him going down, but also in the same sense, alright, there's probably a chance of him going down, but but in actuality, there's probably not that big of a chance of him going down. There he is, right there. There he is. Alright, so understanding where those challenges come from whenever we seek sort of a I'd say a higher knowledge, I guess, in some senses, but we can realize that higher knowledge is based on what we already know sometimes, or what we've already realized. Realizing that we started to come up with certain simple discoveries on our own, as far as little kids and babies and all that other different stuff. We can be able to realize that son of a bitch. We can start to be able to realize that that through those reactionary emotions, we start to actually blur what we think about our entire world, and when we blur everything what we think about in our entire world, we start to make up excuses for the things we don't. We start to make excuses for the things we don't actually. That dude, the Phantom, man, the Phantoms. Awesome. We don't actually realize what we're actually trying to do sometimes until it's too late. Until we start to actually realize what we're saying, or how we're saying it, or the way we're saying it. What people don't understand sometimes is when they react to something. When they react to something in a certain way, like whether they've learned it through childhood, or whether they've or whether they've realized it through some special experimentation, or special experiment, or special study, or anything like that. We start to realize that we put blockades in our way whenever we start to do reactionary thinking. We put blockades in the way that we think, in the way that how we think, and the way we want to do stuff. The way we want to do things is without any intrusion or without any it's annoying. Without any intrusion or without any oppression, I guess. Without oppressing another person. I guess realizing that through certain reactionary commands, people can start to break down on what they believe and how they believe things. What they believed when they were younger, I believed, or through. Son of a bitch. This is annoying as shit. So annoying. I'm gonna keep going though. So I'm at an hour and 1 minute. I'm going for 2. I'm gonna stand up though, because I've been sitting down for like a really long time. Yeah, I know. But yeah, understanding that through certain reactionary emotions, we cannot give ourselves a chance, and we don't give ourselves a chance to be able to. When we don't give ourselves a chance to be able to, I'd say to be all right, to be better than what we could be. What we don't do sometimes can come back to haunt us, and I realize sometimes that that even though sometimes I miss the idea of sometimes I miss the idea of upholding someone, of being near someone, or something like that. I miss that idea. I don't miss that person. I miss that concept, but I don't miss that that type, I guess, of concept. I miss that, like, I miss that yeah, that concept, not. Shit. Nah. All stone. I'm gonna have to go back to the campfire or the place and do some stuff. Pick up item. Life gem. But yeah, understanding where you're, I'd say where you're sitting on the spectrum, being able to understand your own emotions is a huge tool and a very, very big weapon whenever things are trying to push your way, or things are trying to push around you, or something like that, or just make you feel like you're a little bit less of a person. You can sit and play around, I guess, on pretty much any given ideal, or any given positive reinforcement, or even negative reinforcement, and start to think that that is the way that you live, or that is the thing that is going to push you to the top of I guess being a better person. But what you should understand in all of that stuff, and all those things that you actually is being a better person doesn't take a lot. It just takes a lot of decisions, I guess. And offer Allstone. Yes. To recommend as dependent deepen. Alright, but yeah, understanding that there are certain abilities to be able to unlock whenever there are certain abilities to be able to unlock whenever you're like whatever kind of belief system you have, whatever kind of thing you have. Because I'm a bit pagan. I don't actually believe in one side or the other. I think that what people actually did sometimes was not believe into the conventional means, and so they made up something on their own. But also too, in the same sense, pagan is where we got our language from. I'd say Latin and all the other different things were based off symbols that people also always saw during certain rituals, and what stuck with people for the remainder of a belief cycle, because we do have belief cycles in humanity. I think that we're given certain realities that we can mend with, or be around. What we're kind of experiencing, I guess, sometimes now is the belief cycle that everyone's different, but everyone's the same. Everyone has to be heard, but you have to wait your turn and be silenced whenever you're not in that way. And people think that sometimes what people think sometimes is oh, you son of a bitch, I just healed myself. That is such bullshit. But when I think what we're going through right now is a system of beliefs that whenever I think it's just hard, I think, to be able to put things into groups and to put people into groups, because the more you start to do that, the more you start to realize awesome. Didn't even finish healing, and I should have done 2 rolls because but realizing that that there are certain areas in which we put our faith, and we make up our faith whenever we do that, because we want something that other people have, don't we? It's like the basic things when Harry met Sally. They don't know what you're having. They don't know how you're having it. But you'll have whatever someone else is having based on the reaction of what they're having. Is I guess what you'll base your belief system on something that someone else is reacting to, not knowing what they're reacting to or how they're reacting to it. I don't know. It's really complicated, but it's really simple, sort of thing. So it's kind of that whole thing we're having right now. We're starting to realize that there are certain aspects of us believing in something that actually bring to life those miracles that we manifest inside of everyday life. Like those son of a bitch. But every single day we try to act like there is that there's some sort of higher power, and in the same sense, I've done that, and I still believe in somewhat of a higher power. But in the same sense, I'm not trying to. And there is a dude at my a phantom. Let's see, what am I gonna do? Let's see, wait. I'm gonna inventory. Let's see, wait. Great Blossom temporarily boosts stamina, recovery speed. Return the last bonfire rested at. Lose souls and return the last bonfire used. It's weird. Blocks Estus recovery within a limited area. To acquire souls. Son of a bitch! Awesome. Alright, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna go to my inventory and see what I can do as far as souls. Alright, I'm gonna have to, I only have one spell, so see if I can build up my spells. It's gonna be a grind, and I'm gonna do lots and lots of grinding. But understanding that that there are certain belief systems that we all just put in front of ourselves, and in some ways they are reactionary emotions. They're based on reactionary emotions because of the things that we see inside of ourselves, and also based on those reactionary emotions, we try to create certain tapestries of like complexity inside of our own subconscious. But in the same sense, we start to realize that that what we made is a tapestry of our own subconscious, based inside of a belief system. That's basically what I kind of realized that I've done sometimes, and I think that if I'm going to go along with what other people think or however other people react to things, I'm going to start to believe in myself a little bit more every single day with that. I also start to notice that that there are certain people that oh my gosh, I thought that was real dude. Yeah. Realizing that that whenever you all right. Realizing that whenever your abilities start to weaken, you start to come up with different belief systems about how, or the reason why they're leaving you. You start to realize that I couldn't be going back with this much strength or this little strength. It has to be something of a trap with somebody, and that's like the way that sometimes this sort of lore was based off of. It's sort of based off of it can't be the fact that I'm getting weaker or something like that. Got him. Okay, but it can't be the fact that I'm getting weaker. It has to be the reason is this other person. Why? And no, I don't blame the other person. Like, I don't blame like my exes, or in any case, I don't blame them. I just realized that in some ways I should have realized that those personalities that I had and that she had or that they had were going to clash. I started to realize that as I started to get into the relationship, and sometimes I allowed it to go along, and sometimes I didn't allow it to go along. I realized in some cases I sort of make my own adventure sometimes. Awesome. There is got to be a bunch of bodies, and they're all around everything that I'm supposed to get. This is great. Alright, but realizing that whenever you go through certain parts of your own psyche, there are certain parts of you that that try to. I'm gonna go to inventory and see if I can get life gem. Slightly restores HP. I'm gonna use that. Alright, but also realizing whenever you're about to go through a certain situation, that you have to give yourself the credit. You have to give yourself training, I guess. And not only train yourself, but train your life, and be yourself, and you'll have the easiest time, I guess, in life, and through it. And I'm not even through experiencing my own life, so there's a lot of stuff that I should be awesome. Got him. Okay, I'm gonna do them one at a time. Broken straight sword, get that. There's a dude over here that I want to get, and I don't want to awaken any one of them except him. Okay, cool. Awesome. That sucks. Oh, this is gonna suck. Alright, see, like, happy, peace, and yeah, I don't know if he's a bot or something, because there's nobody watching me sometimes, but he still does the messages. It's weird. But oh, that's right, it's based off my health, isn't it? But understanding that through those emotions, we base alignments and belief, and we base alignments and belief, and we try to coincide with those alignments. We try to coincide with those beliefs every single chance that we get. And whenever we start to waver in our beliefs, we start to think that somehow those miracles or those things that were working for us won't work for us anymore. And in some cases, through belief, we actually create roadblocks for ourselves back to those places that we thought were miracles. And in the same sense, when we start to not believe, we start to experience, son of a bitch! I really should have gotten to an area of cover before I actually started to try to heal, and I realized that, but this is going to be a really, really big day. It's going to be a big day. I'm at 1 hour and 20 minutes already, and I think my knuckle is starting to bruise. Okay, but whenever we start to believe in ourselves, things go better for us. Understandably so. We start to realize, though, that once things go better for us, will they go better for another person? I'd like to believe so, but in the same sense, sometimes people don't believe. Sometimes people don't believe that other people will have a good day because they're having a good day. I don't really think that, I don't think that's what capitalism or anything like that was based off of. I think that's what people use as an excuse to be able to marginalize it. And I also think that, that in the same sense, I am a pagan because I believe that there is enough to go around. Understandably so, I also believe and I also know that there are people that don't, son of a bitch. Son of a whore, bitch. Alright, awesome. Got it. Alright. And yes, I did say the word whore, but I don't really think that it's a word anymore. I don't really use it as a word. I use it as an expletive, and I use it as an expletive, like fuck or dumb shit or dumb stuff. I think that is also kind of douchey. What you did just there, faking like you were dead, but then not doing that. But yeah, understanding where you come from on the spectrum of belief systems or anything like that. Sometimes people don't even understand that those belief systems weren't even meant to be belief systems. In the same sense, I realized that a language itself isn't supposed to become a belief system, nor a ritual is supposed to become a belief system, but a tradition. A tradition that some people follow and some people don't. Realizing that people in the sense of I'd say maintaining those traditions or maintaining those belief systems, they don't understand is sometimes those belief systems were never supposed to be belief systems, but patterns of the way we sort of believe in life and the way that people start to believe in themselves. Son of a bitch! I hit him too early. So annoying. We're gonna keep going though. I am determined to beat the shit out of that armadillo-tailed monster. Oh. But yeah, understanding when and where these belief systems started to come up, people started to realize that they were acting like assholes. When they start to realize they're acting like assholes, they look for someone to represent them. And when that person lets them down, they seem as though that person wants to be the Antichrist, or the person wants to be the Christ, or the martyr, or the something, or anything that is along someone's belief lines, or anything like that. People start to realize that whenever you start to see a belief system in line with someone else's belief system, you start to realize that, oh my God, that person might be the match for me, or the person might be the one for me. I like them because they like the same things that I like. It's basically like it's like that's the main reason for all belief systems in the first place, is because of people with ideological beliefs and the fact that we mate or not mate or get together and do things. I think that that has a lot to do with that. But my supporting, I guess, ideologies are that people start to act like the entire Bible sometimes. And I've noticed that within people who have actually learned and actually did stuff within their own belief systems and started to realize that they were basically acting out the entire Bible sometimes. They weren't acting out the entire Bible, but they were more along the lines of trying to go through tribulations because they believed that that's what made people stronger. I also saw that people who had in some ways Buddhist beliefs would start to not believe that they were holier than thou, but they were more mature, because they had not to say that those have anything to do, and also too the ways that they would act out the Bible is that they were a supreme observer of other people, and in the same sense, both Buddhist religion and in Christianity, they both had similarities and such, and within those belief systems, people would start to what's the word? People would start to okay, I'm gonna need this luck shard, obviously. Vanishes phantoms, return to your world. Alright, need this luck. But yeah, through certain, I'd say, and also too, it says a lot about me, and me just looking at a religion, or looking at a belief system, as well, instead of actually becoming a part of one. Because I was kind of, I was kind of taken aback by the fact that people believe in something to begin with. That more or less they should have just had a set of morals instead of a set of beliefs. But that's just my own belief system, I guess. I start to see that they should have a set of morals. Son of a bitch. I start to see that their morals are more of what they believe in sometimes than what their belief system is. Sometimes I've noticed that there have been a lot of people, and I gotta go back because this dude's gonna get up, I think. There he is. Alright. I've noticed that sometimes there have been pretty big mistakes when it comes to I'd say what sometimes even people believe in, and I don't think that there are I don't think that there are many substitutes for a belief system, but I also think that people should start to believe in Soul of a Proud Knight. Okay, I think I get souls for that, so hold on. Stone to offer to Victor's stone. Let's see. Used to acquire souls. Yeah, 3,000. Nice. Okay. But yeah, when you understand that that they're based off morality systems, and not so much off of what you actually you would think is it. Okay. You'll start to see like a pattern, I guess, and pretty much all belief systems. You'll start to see that they're not and actually I already picked that up, so you start to see that the reactionary emotions, the more you try them and the more you keep them, the more you become, I guess, what people would actually seem as like a demon, I guess. But within that same time frame, what people would actually seem as a demon is that, oh, there's one possessing me right now, sort of thing. You know, that whole thing is like, oh, there's that boy is possessed by a demon, or that whole thing is like. Got him. Okay, it's like that whole kind of speech, but you son of a bitch. All right. Are you fucking kidding me? Son of a bitch, son of a bitch. Oh my gosh. But yeah, but that whole thinking in of that boy is possessed by a demon sort of way, sort of thinking, as in that boy is also a little bit smart, or that kid has so many thoughts running inside of his head. There must be something wrong with him. It's like that sort of speak. That's sort of trying to justify you not being smart as a person. So there's something wrong with them. So realize whenever, I guess, are you not having as many thoughts inside of their head, or you realizing that, oh my God, if I were to ever tell them a secret, or to ever tell them anything, that they would go spread it all around town, and I would have no way to blah 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 think about it. So obviously there's something wrong with them. It's like, no, there's not. It's just that person was born, as in the most people know something, the more you'll be able to have a chance to realize that person will become, either have attention, or through some instances of the word, be able to retain some sort of personable instance of a personable instance of morality, I guess. And through that morality, you'll be able to understand that there are certain instances of being able to realize that that you're not alone in this world, and you're not a main character in a story. No matter how big this video game gets, people are never just gonna try to emulate. They're trying to, it's the same thing, I think, that with cosplay. It's not a reactionary or a certain kind of stupid emotion or anything like that to be a certain kind of want away from and also I got to do this. Got to run through this area and see if I can. Got him. Okay. I'm gonna go up the ladder, and then I'm gonna go down the ladder, and then I'm gonna beat the shit out of this dude. There we go. Got him. Okay, alright, but yeah, understanding that that dude just took a knee, he did not feel like dying. Throwing knife, which is nothing for me, I guess. But also understand that whenever you take those ideas and beliefs for granted, or tell any people that their beliefs mean nothing, or that their beliefs is just a morality system, then also they're gonna harbor, I'd say, bad feelings towards you. So also realize whenever you're talking and whenever you're saying different stuff, believing in reactionary emotions can sometimes get you into trouble, and reactionary emotions can also make you feel like you're nothing. But in the same sense, I guess what you should realize, what you should really understand, is that no matter what, your family, your friends, and your loved ones of any kind, they believe in you and they want you to make it. Let's see. I'm gonna go. Let's see. Wait. Got it. I'm amazing. Short sword and soul of the lost dead. Cool. All right. But understanding where any of those emotions ever come from is the reason why you should realize that that there are powers at work, not like universal powers at work. There are things in motion sometimes that people don't understand, And I'm not saying that it has anything to do with the belief system, but it has everything to do with the fact that sometimes people should keep safe and not turn into their reactionary selves. Realize that, yes, that man took a knee. He is just resting. That's all he's doing. It's really great. I'm glad to see that he's resting. Glad to see that he's taking a knee, getting some oxygen. But, and yeah, I have a viewer. It's cool. If you want to message me or anything like that, just let me know, and you can message me on this board. It's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. Got him. Okay, let's see if this one works. Alright. I don't want them too close to each other, so I'm going to go on the other side and see if I can get another one of these things. Let's see. Got him. Cool. Awesome. Let's do it. Life gym. Okay, there's... I'm gonna run through the other side of this into the mist. I'm running like the heat of the shit. I'm running like the, oh my god. Running 'cause I have no health. Son of a bitch! This sucks. I fucking hate this shit. And it's alright. It's really great. And I like it still. Because I hate the grind, but it's alright. We're grinding. And we're doing good. And also I'm doing very terribly. Terrible at this game. But it's okay. I should probably have realized that the blacksmith would have made my staff stronger at some point or another. But the more times I do it, the better I get. So awesome. But yeah, realizing that that there are so many different kinds of being able to be sane. Realize that there are a million ways to go, and don't limit yourself. Because the more you limit yourself, the more you'll be, in some ways, I'd say, hesitant to go into real life and make a name for yourself. And son of a bitch! There has got to be a way around this shit. And yes, I'm going to be playing this for probably about 7 hours, probably now. But I'm probably not going to do it on the thing. I'm going to look up a book and see how I can get that goddamn key on the internet. And whenever you're out there just believing in stuff or doing stuff, realize that it takes morals to believe in stuff, because if you're not a good person sometimes, then it won't last. It'll just be until the next belief system comes along, or the next thing that you think about comes along. And are you fucking kidding me? That's annoying as shit. But yeah, until the next belief system comes along, or the next person that believes in something different comes along. Realize that belief systems in themselves should supplement each other, and they shouldn't ridicule or tell each other that they're wrong, or get each other on a technicality. But realize that also people who harbor hate in their hearts or hate in their souls, they have big reasons for it sometimes. It's because sometimes they believed in a system that kind of that could have helped, or they believed in themselves a little bit too much before they believed in someone else. I realized too that sometimes they trusted someone and they let them down, or they let someone in their heart or in their home, and I'm not saying they're simple-minded at all either. I'm just saying that they're scorned. There is such thing as once bitten, twice shy. When someone believes in someone and someone else lets them down, or through no fault of anyone except for the person actually doing it, there are in some ways a way for people's beliefs to clash, and through very many obstacles and a want to change, I guess. People can have reactionary emotions that are misconducive, I guess, and also in the same sense, I say just I say just disappointing, you know, in the great scheme of things. With Soldier Shield, I don't need that shit. I'm just gonna sell it, I guess. Also, realizing that there are so many reasons to be able to be morally sound and awesome. There are so many reasons to be. Son of a bitch, man. I am terrible at dodging. I need to get better at dodging, and probably gonna do another live stream again with this because it's fun to me, because it challenges what I believe in sometimes too, because I believe in like I guess it has to do with what the state of our world is in sometimes, and within certain belief systems we can within certain belief systems we can act like those belief systems don't within those certain belief systems we don't account for what we said, or how we said it, or the way we said it when we didn't believe in that. Because it's like saying that's like what it is. We don't hold ourselves accountable for the actions that we did before we believed in that certain thing. And that's, I think, what people would say is trying to forget. But also in the same sense realizing that when you forget, you start to forget pieces of yourself, and pieces you liked, I guess. And that's what reactionary emotions sometimes can actually do. In the same sense, I also believe that there are people who want to change themselves anew and be able to realign themselves with better I don't want to say anything spiritual, because I really don't believe in a spirit. I just believe in energy. Kind of like science, more or less pagan. I think that believing in yourself has a lot to do with believing in others, and I also believe that that making new I'd say new alliances with other people creates an alliance within yourself that you don't. Oh shit! Son of a bitch. Making alliances with different people that you don't normally wouldn't normally see or wouldn't normally have, it's what creates diversity and opinions, and it's what actually creates sometimes the fabric of what this country is all about. And I'd say what people don't understand is that there are plenty of people from different alignments working with our country every single day, from different belief systems, working with every single person that we could possibly imagine within our own government, and even without our own government. What they need to understand too is that one part of their reactionary emotions can son of a bitch! How did the arrow go through the dead guy? I really wish. And there he goes. He's just leaning back, relaxing in a chair that doesn't exist. But through certain reactionary emotions, we can kind of see, I'd say, where people who don't understand what I guess our world is going through is coming, where they're coming from. But in the same sense too, a country that would allow people who hold other people's opinions higher than others to exist. I think what people don't understand is there are people like that and every day all around the country who keep their opinions to themselves for fear of prosecution. So, I mean, before you kind of judge, I guess, society based on I thought he got hit. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you goddamn kidding me? Alright, and yes, I say goddamn a lot. I do say a lot of things because I'd like to think that if there were gods that actually existed, I still would believe in them. Not just to spite them, but because of the fact that they didn't create me. I was technically created by an accident. And the timing itself that actually came around, that they were around as well, would actually be more of an explanation than them ever making anything. So, that's basically what I believe sometimes. Realizing that son of a bitch, I did it again! How the fuck did he just come out of the goddamn wall when there's nothing around? And this dude, he's throwing at nothingness. Alright, but yeah, understanding that that through certain episodic moralities, people can understand through each other that there are more, I'd say, through certain episodic, I guess, like episodes in their life, people can understand that that there are more reasons and more seasons than just theirs, because we do pretty much only last for an earthly season. And through that season, we're able to experience a window, basically a window of life. That's the reason why I kind of base my attractions off of a window and don't really think about sometimes what other people say. Because there are so many other reasons why I'm attracted to someone, just because of their looks, or just because of their physique, or anything like that. It has a lot to do with where they are in life. It has a lot to do with the way they are in life. It has everything to do with the way that I find them sometimes, and also in the same sense, it has a lot to do with the ways that I believe in myself, more than pretty much anyone else. But because I was here before anyone else was, in my own eyes, right? Son of a bitch ass monster! Alright, we're doing this. And there's an item there that I forgot to get. An awe-stone. Cool. I left that behind the last time, but I didn't mean to. Hello, visitor. How are you doing today? See that I have one person that is looking. Thank you for visiting, and hopefully we can have a discussion. Or, I mean, not a discussion, I guess. I'm gonna get my stuff, and I'm gonna run away. Son of a bitch. I'm trying to get better at dodging. Got him. Alright, but yeah, understanding that, that I should have killed a bunch of dudes. Yeah. Got him. Alright, and there's another dude that comes up behind me. I think he's laying down right there somewhere. Shit, he's not anywhere. This is bullshit. Oh, there he is. Oh no, he's just... that dude's in, like, chilling and shit. Got him. Yay. Let's see here. They're both laying in a different... I guess it probably has a lot to do with the hill. But yeah, realizing that there are so many belief systems and so many ways to believe in something that is good. Don't try to limit yourself with just one religion. I'd say have 12, because they'll probably even each other out as far as their own personality goes. I don't know. Or have none, because who gives a shit? I don't really care. I don't really care what you believe, as long as you're acting good and being good and being a good person. Got it. Alright, see how many... see what... Alright, there we go. Let's see here. Alright. Let's see, is there another way to go? See that up there, that dude doesn't have any items. And there's no item right there. So I'm just gonna go right here. There it is. Okay. You goddamn bastard! He was getting close. I should have dodged. I'm a dumbass. I should treat every single enemy like one of those giants. But I'm a dumbass and stupid. And I like to take risks. And that actually proves very fruitless sometimes for me. I should treat them like giants. Got him. Alright, let's see here. Let me see if I can just run all the way through again. Or die. I'm just gonna die. See how many times I can die. So, see if I can match the number of deaths that the entire uh, PlayStation Network version of this thing is, I think. All right. But yeah, understand where you come from and do lots of stuff. Okay? Do lots of stuff. I did not do that right. Again. Throwing knife. Okay? See if we can change it to a throwing knife. Shit. I can't use it. Alright, I'm keeping going. Keeping going. I'm not used to playing these games as much, but my one viewer. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep playing them because they're fun. You have new followers, Ratchet player. Cool. But yeah, understanding that there are let's say that there are reasons to be able to wait. You know? Got him. There are reasons to be able to be a little bit better of a person every single day. And yes, I'm doing the same thing that I was doing over this way that I was doing over there, but I really wish there was a way for me to get back my spells. And I know that there's a way for me to get this dude back in this corner. Son of a bitch. Alright, how does he lead so well? Because he's so slow. Got him. Got him. Alright. Yeah, understanding that there are so many ways to be able to go through different things. I guess there's so many different ways to be able to see and react to so many different variables around us. People can take so many different things a certain way, like in Rick and Morty, I guess. That whole thing. It's like, it was like a metaphor for the way that people take certain happenings around the globe sometimes, like with a huge boom, I guess, that was going around or whatever, because I've heard it. I heard the sonic booms, and then also too, it's probably the because I mean, there's sights, I guess, coming off of our own planet through speed, I guess, or through the way that we're experiencing reality, as far as son of a bitch. All right, I really should have realized that he was ready to strike. Should have taken that back into consideration for me to not strike back. So I'm gonna do this again. Fucking A. And I'm at 2 hours, but my knees are hurting, so I'm gonna go sit down again. Been standing for an hour. I need to get some water. All right. getting water right now. Don't really care about the live stream at the very moment. I'm not caring about the video game. I do like not caring about about talking about other stuff besides the topic that I'm talking about right now. Woo! My shoe thing came in. Crafted leather goods. Did already, but they have a very good selection of their goods and suits and ties and awesome stuff, so I can look professional, even though my budget is probably non-existent. And no, I don't really buy anything from them. I'm actually waiting till I win the lottery to actually go there and get an entire new wardrobe. But right now I'm on disability, so can't really got him. Okay. There's another one? No, there's not. Okay. But yeah, the more I focus, I guess, on the video game and not just the son of a bitch. I really don't like this guy. Son of a bitch! I did it again. Okay. I learned from my mistakes now. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen for me. My name's Joe Bomb Squad. Alright. But yeah, through certain reactionary emotions, people can change what their beliefs mean sometimes. And they can through, I guess, certain through certain areas of just not knowing where to go or how to go there. People don't understand that their fears are actually from survival. God damn it. I don't know how that happened. But we're gonna keep going with our one viewer, and this is awesome. People don't understand sometimes that, like, how did it go through that guy that was still alive? That's what I want to frickin' know. Got him. Son of a bitch. And I have 0 on my Estus Flask now. And I'll have to run. Alright, now I'm gonna kill these guys. Got him. Son of a bitch! Are you serious? Got him, yes! Awesome. I'm gonna read this message, because I'm amazing. And I almost... There's a dude that's... Got him, yes! So awesome. It's a really fun game. Alright. God damn it. I actually had that animation, and go to my inventory and see if I can restore my HP.
I have 6 of those. I can use all of them. 5 of them now. Yay. Okay, just taking a mental note. Making a mental note. Let's see here. Awesome. Got it. Okay, making this note that I'm gonna see. Is this a dude? No, it's not, but that's a dude right there. Yes. I'm amazing because I didn't even have to freaking do that, you know. I know that there was an instance of where I can't actually get a hold of them, and I think this dude's gonna get up. Okay. So that's what I'm gonna do. Is I have one of those left, so I'm gonna go through the mist and not through the mist again. I'm gonna watch through this one and then see if I can go to a. All right. There he is. Are you fucking kidding me? I was doing that button all the time. And then one time I stopped. God damn it. Alright, but yeah, through certain reactionary emotions, we start to realize that that what we're doing to ourselves sometimes is the wrong way of what we actually believe. Or actually think. I think that I'm gonna try to get past these dudes once they're going this way. Okay. Just turning around. He didn't walk towards me. Okay. Let's see if I can go take this dude out. I'll take him out. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can take out a few different dudes, and then see if I can reach my goal with having more spells. I guess can't take out every single enemy. All right. Okay. Got it. Son of a bitch. And then I have to have an Exodus flask. Okay. Okay. Let's see if I can go get this item and then jump off. Awesome. Alright, and then go upstairs because the axe dude's gone, I think, at least. Maybe? Nope, he's not. Alright, got him. And I have to beat those dudes obviously now. So, alright, I'm gonna go up now and we're gonna check out and see. We got 17 souls left. Soul arrows left. We have 300 souls. Sorry. Soul arrow is awesome. And I'm gonna keep on using it because there we go. Got him. Let's see if we can get anything. I'm gonna pick up this one right here. This dude right here. Okay. Got him. I'm gonna take it out piece by piece by piece by piece by piece by piece. Got him. Okay. And then we're gonna take it out. Let's see, this one dude's already dead, I think, isn't it? Yes, he is.
So we're gonna go by the door. There we go. Son of a bitch. Okay, and then we're gonna go by this dude because I think he has. Okay, yeah. Got him. Okay, we got 3 souls left because I did all this shit, and I'm gonna go. Actually, got my souls back probably. Yes. 1,300, and I'm just gonna run up to him and go. Just gonna run him out. Come on, come out, bitch. Let's go. There we go. I'm gonna run him out. See if I can hit him over in this area. There we go. Okay. I could have done that other stuff, but foot soldier's shield. It's all shit that I can run into. What the fuck is going on? Had one more thing left. Got it. Yes, I'm amazing now. And I'm probably gonna die though. Yep, I did. I'm gonna die. I died. I knew I was gonna die. But alright. So there's a lot of grind in the first part of this game when you are a sorcerer. There's a lot of stuff you need to do, and I'm not giving this game a chance. I need to run back, take everything into consideration, and keep going. And talking about reactionary emotions sometimes. Sometimes people say stupid shit whenever they're reacting to something. Sometimes they can even say things that people would find stupid. So I think that's the way that people actually understand certain things, or say different things. It's like if you're not the blunt of a joke, then you're not a thing. You're not able to say that you're a man or a woman or a grown up. I guess if you can't take a joke, then that whole thing happens. I guess, but understanding that there are, I guess, certain ideas to be able to realize whenever you're finding a joke funny. I guess that what people need to understand is not everyone is like them, you know? Not everyone finds everything offensive sometimes. And the PC culture sometimes, and I'd say like the PC culture inside of everyone, I guess, we try to make sure that we don't offend people. But understandably so, people get offended all the time, and people offend all the time. I mean, there's no real PC culture if you think about it. We all act like idiots sometimes and do stupid shit. And in that same sense, people start to realize that, I guess, they just need to be a good person. And in the same sense, sometimes is whenever you're proven to not be a good person,
plan swallow you whole, as it hasn't?
I can't do anything. I can't do anything. This is sucky. It's stupid. But I'd say that what's even more stupid is realizing or even thinking that people are gonna change what they're doing or how they're acting because of something someone says on TV. People haven't changed, I guess, and within a certain amount of time. I guess what people actually think sometimes is whether or not they're I mean, what they don't realize sometimes is people are actually sometimes like-minded. What they don't realize sometimes about that, though, is that's probably the reason why we hate each other. Is because we think alike all the fucking time. Like, where is the change? You know, where is the difference? But understandably so, that's pretty much the reason. Everyone looks out for self, and that's, I guess, not the reason for people understanding certain ideologies, but what they needed to understand and what they really need to understand is that fucking dude just jumped off a goddamn cliff, and I'm gonna follow him because alright. But really understanding where you come from as a person, and really understanding where I guess the tether of your morality comes from. Whether it comes from your parents or your parents' parents, or whether it comes from a role model that you saw and realized that they held a belief that you found, son of a bitch, that you found, let's say, ideological to you, or whether you saw it to be not infinitesimal, comparatively speaking, to the amount of people that believe certain individual beliefs, because we all have our own. If there ever was any reality to the Bible, which I don't really believe, I'm thinking that there, or the Quran or anything like that, people just said it so people wouldn't live in this world for very long. What? So it's not like not live in this world. As far as what I'm trying to get at is they wouldn't appear to be in this world for very long because of the amount of time. I guess they would be in their own imagination about how things would have been or how things were. Realize that we haven't changed over a series of moments because of the fact that the things that change us are momentous. The things that change the way we think and feel and actually do things sometimes is let's say son of a bitch. You little bastard! How is he able to shoot so goddamn slowly but know exactly where I'm gonna be? That is such douchery. Alright, but anyways, we're gonna keep on going through it because tribulations and junk or whatever. No, actually, I like this kind of stuff because it stops me from doing things that are conventional, I guess, as far as my own reactionary emotions or anything like that. It makes me look through exactly what I'm seeing myself as and other people as. It makes me realize that I'm pretty infinitesimal when it comes to stuff. It comes around to stuff because there's these ideas constantly coming up and constantly being looked at as sometimes even fact. There are people that believe in a certain number of, I'd say, deities, you know? And in that same sense, they believe in, I guess, knights and And I guess there are so many ways to be able to look at certain things and say, wow, that is something else. Like, it's like, I appreciate the amount of courage sometimes people have within a certain amount of religion or a certain amount of things, a certain amount of belief system, I guess. Got him, yes, and hopefully got everyone else. And that dude's just sitting, I guess. It's funny. Oh no, he's not. He's actually curled back. Is he curled back on his own legs? No, he's not. He's stuck in the ground. All right. But yeah, I realized that most of the time I've tried to, I guess I'd overcompensate sometimes for my lack of belief system, because I see people who believe in stuff all the time, and in the same sense, I'm like that's really kind of, I guess it's not really, I feel as though I'm not better than them, or I'm not better than other people, but I'd find the behavior, I'd say, a little bit childish sometimes. Like when people start to believe in what they believe in for simple, I guess, survival sometimes in their society, socioeconomically, I guess. What people don't understand sometimes is that's sometimes the way that people endure stress and get through certain things, is by other people being around them, you know? I'm getting better, a little bit better each time. And I really don't feel like going through all these dudes. But I also don't want to anger all those dudes over there. But let's see here. Let's see if I can awaken this dude. Alright, so let's see here. We're not going to go into that room. We are going to get him out of this straightaway. We're going to get him in this straightaway. And we are going to heal ourselves. And we're going to lock onto him. And then we're going to kill him. Got him. Yay. Alright, Alright, but yeah, through, I guess, understanding certain abilities, you'll be able to realize that you're not the only one. Son of a bitch. Are you fucking kidding me? God dang it. Alright, yeah, understanding through certain abilities of kindness and good-heartedness and stuff like that, you start to realize that there are good people everywhere. And some of those good people are doing things like actively portraying themselves in a society that constantly reveres or hates people that are opposite to what they believe. But also, too, there are certain instances of people who constantly, I guess, there are also people who constantly criticize society for being what they want, or I guess what they would believe as a place as far as a utopia. Constantly thinking that the utopia is flawed, or constantly thinking that there is no such thing as perfect. I guess in the same sense, makes people start to question whether or not their place is a utopia. Even if what they're what they're seeing or what they're experiencing isn't the right place or isn't the right thing. As far as what their culture is, or what they would believe their culture is. Sometimes people just like certain things because they're individualistic, and those individuals try again and again to be able to make sure that they can make sure that they can realize certain attributes of kindness, and being able to understand where those son of a bitch. All right. Alright, awesome. I got stuck, and that's the reason why I won. But yeah, understanding that there are a lot of ways to go about being able to understand yourself, and anyway to be able to realize that therapy could be for everyone, I guess. Even if they don't believe that they need it. Sometimes they think they're, I guess, mature enough to be able to realize they're mature enough to be able to realize that that through certain son of a bitch. Through certain avenues of abilities and the way that they do things, or the way that they physically do things, it gives them confidence. It gives them the ability to be like, wow, I'm a role model for other people because I do things that other people can't. Therefore, I either A, protect people, or B, entertain people, or C, just serve them, I guess. Realizing that that there are certain abilities that people have that can make and bring, I'd say, sunshine and happiness, so to speak, to everyone that experiences them, as long as they're positive, and being able to know the entire arc of I'd say their own beliefs, and be able to put that behind them, and be able to serve other people, or be able to see that other people are the reason why they're here, and remember the reasons why you're here, and the reasons why you're doing things here. It's not to believe in something and to constantly judge everyone around you. It's to be able to oh shit. Alright, it's to be able to make sure that you can take time out of your day to be able to appreciate everything around you and everyone around you, even if they don't appreciate you. Realize that they are there for a reason. They wouldn't be there if you weren't. And in some cases, what you need to understand too is that there are so many people out there that actually do appreciate you, and do appreciate you just for being there. I think that's pretty much what anyone else wants to know or wants to care about. I'd also understand that there are so many different ways to be able to care and be able to understand different things in your life. And also to, I'm gonna kill this guy. Understanding that there are son of a bitch. That's what I'm talking about. You need to hear that slashing noise or whatever. But yeah, understanding that that there are reasons for us. There are reasons for everyone, and those reasons probably have absolutely nothing to do with some sort of higher power, in my opinion. But it has everything to do with the power that we can give each other every single day through positive reinforcement and the ability to look within. And so you don't have to believe in a certain religion to be able to be awesome. And let's use this faster. see here. I'm gonna run away now. And then let's see if we can... See, wait. I'm gonna go to inventory. See if I can get myself some souls. To Victor's Stone. Victor's Stone? Alright, start restores HP. Queen Blossom temporarily boosts stamina and speed recovery speed. Quick sort default positions. I guess what you can really understand about what you can do, like, with yourself as well as other people, is help them see the ability that you can bring to the table. Realize that without being able to understand where you come from on the spectrum, or without being able to understand where you sit on the spectrum of life, realize that there are certain abilities to be able to see pretty much anyone's potential. You should be able to understand and realize that through understanding, you'll be able to see to a new set of abilities, and hopefully this dude didn't fucking block my way. God damn it. Realize that that I wasn't prepared for that, and I need to get prepared. So I'm gonna have to start actually going back to a certain area and rest the bonfire. I'm gonna go travel, and I'm gonna go to wait. Spells. I don't have any other spells. This is such bullshit, dude. Item box. Like a Victor's Stone, I guess. Yeah, I'm not gonna fast travel because I'm actually gonna kill the smaller enemies throughout this thing. So, one viewer. I think that what people need to really understand about understanding themselves is that there are no boundaries to be able to understand yourself at a certain temperature of personality. And then what I mean through temperature of personality is there are people who are very, I'd say, within themselves, and there are people who are very without themselves. They start to realize things very, very easily. People within themselves, and with people without themselves are able to ignore themselves sometimes and be able to go through certain situations without I'd say understanding their severity, I guess, and then through not understanding their severity, they're able to create and accomplish great physical and or emotional feats. I understand sometimes that that through my own advantages of being able to do different things and being able to actually see myself through I'd say a different ability, to be able to understand myself through a different emotional ability. I'd be able to make sure that there are just enough parts of me, I'd say, to give an example to people surrounding me, to be able to understand that there are perfect abilities within yourself more than there are perfect abilities without. What we see every day as far as like, oh my god, that dude jumped into that touchdown so amazingly, or oh my gosh, that guy was able to score that goal so smoothly and cleanly, and that was amazing to me. What people I'd say sort of understand is
there are 4 beings in this land with giant souls. And wherever you go from here, you'll sooner or later come up against them. Each has a powerful soul, and a terrible, if that frightens you, then you want to just give up right now, like I have. Do you ever cry out the journey of an undead? You'll face invaders from other... If you need help, why not proclaim faith in the Blue Sentinels? When you face danger, the blue protection is yours, if you wish. You need only accept their kind embrace.
abandon the covenant and join the way of the blue? Yes, because I need some fucking help.
That is a wise decision. People are weak, but the Blue Sentinels watch over us in their benevolence. Let the Sentinels cradle you in their embrace.
This is terrible.
Do you feel...
See, this is kind of like what I would consider any kind of, I guess, because if you would think about it, people don't really identify as, I'd say, Christian or Muslim sometimes, and everyone would would have a problem with that. You know, cool, green arrow, yay! All right, but yeah, understanding that there are certain abilities that we, I'd say, morally possess to be able to be nice and be able to be I already have all in this covenant. Learn gesture.
Do you see the way beyond the bonfire? That will take you to the forest of the giant. There was once a great fort. But little of it remains. You may just find something there that will be of use on your journey. But don't venture too far inside, or you might not come back. May you find peace on your journey.
Yeah. I got the Victor Stone, or something, or whatever.
Bearer of the current, seek soul, seek the king, lest this land swallow you whole, as it had.
Okay. Upgrade Estus Flask. Give Estus Flask a shard. Yes. I don't have any Estus shards. Why the fuck was that an option then? Alright, cool. Okay,
I'm a blacksmith. Bring me that key.
Does the cat have the key? Because if it does, then I'm gonna be so pissed and not be able to contain my anger or whatever. I really wish there was more items when you're able to knock those things away. I might be able to kill all the dudes though. Might be able to kill them all. Go away, little bastards. Let's check out our new ability with all these people that are coming. Okay. So yeah, basically one viewer realize that through certain abilities, you'll be able to be morally sound, and within those abilities, you'll be able to realize that they're kind of more powerful than being a great superhero. You'll be able to diffuse situations before they ever come. You'll be able to realize that through certain just being nice to people every day, you'll start to realize that it makes everything better sometimes, and realizing that there are obstacles every single day, and that you should revel in them. You shouldn't stray from them. I mean, obstacles, I guess. There are many ways around obstacles, and realize that some of those ways are some of the most relaxing and easiest of all. That's basically what I'm saying. That the more you start to realize that realizing that there are so many ways to go about treating yourself, to be able to treat people better around you, and realize that it doesn't take everyone's trust to be able for you to trust yourself. Understanding that and also through trust exercises, you'll be able to realize that there are so many things about being able to save and make yourself a better person every single day. You'll be able to notice that there are better parts of the world around you. There are better things to be able to experience sometimes, and also through being able to experience those things, you'll be able to realize through your goals and with your goals that you'll be able to understand that that you will be a better person every day, and that you will understand where you are in the spectrum of belief systems. Realize that there are so many ways to go about doing one sort of task, and the more you realize that there are so many ways, the more that you'll have a better time doing anything. Understand that also through certain modes of communication and being able to understand that and I died my ass off because I was never gonna win. All right, but yeah, understanding that that sometimes everybody is in need of a break and is in need of rest and relaxation, and before they take on a day, and before they say something that's stupid or do something that's terrible, it only takes one reactionary emotion to be able to say to yourself that you don't give a shit, and you're gonna allow what other people would call demons, or I'd say reactionary emotions, to be able to control your day. I'm at 2 hours and 45 minutes, so I think I'm done for the moment. Oh, I just cracked my arms, and I'm gonna go get something to eat, and see y'all later. And I'm gonna wait. Hold on. Let's do it. Have a wondrous day, and thank you, one viewer. And I am Joe Bomb Squad, and this is Game Therapy Rants. Alright? You'll have a good day and enjoy yourselves. Yay! She's saying bye. Awesome. Yay. She just kicked in the air. That was cool. Alright. Y'all have a good day. And wait, hold on. I need to save my progress or whatever. Save this. I just sat next to this. I don't know why I did that. But, okay, cool. Y'all have a good day and enjoy yourselves. In case we all don't show up tomorrow. Because this is not a class.